Things got really weird when scientists gave young mice the blood of old mice. What they discovered could make it possible for humans to live longer. Even though the elixir of life continues to be the subject of legend, the concept may not be as far-fetched as it always was. When young mice were given the blood of elderly mice as part of a new experiment, the rodents' bodies momentarily took on the characteristics of course, the older mice. The results of the study were published in a peer-reviewed academic journal, Nature Metabolism, July 28, 2022. Medical Express says young mice transfused with blood from old mice became fatigued faster and ran shorter distances. Young mice transfused with blood from old mice became fatigued faster. A team of researchers from Korea University, College of Medicine, University of California, and Buck Institute for Aging reported. Curiously, when human cells were soaked in older people's plasma, the impact that occurred on aging was similar. All of the 3-month-old mice were male, and they all got blood from 22 to 24-month-old mouse. The muscle strength of the younger mice was then tested to see if the old blood caused the tissue to age, compared to a control group of young mice that got blood from another young mouse. The researchers found that the young mice that got blood from the old mouse had decreased maximum twitch force and significantly shorter rates of force development and relaxation during contractions. The mice were put on treadmill before and 7 days after the transfusion of the blood to see how long they could run. When mice did not want to move, a puff of hot air got them moving, and they ran until they were too tired. Mice that received old blood got tired faster and ran less distance on the treadmill than the control group. In addition to that, these mice exhibited indicators for kidney impairment and signs of age-related liver deterioration. In this experiment, older mice were fed the blood of younger mice, which resulted in a decrease in lipids as well as fibrosis and weariness, and an increase in muscle endurance. The most recent finding was consistent with the findings of an earlier research, the project carried out by 2005 University of California. It demonstrated that reversing the signs of aging in older mice can be accomplished by creating conjoined twins comprised of young and older mice and allowing them to share bloods and organs. Using heterochronic blood exchange, we report a transfer of physiological senescence from old to young mice. The scientists explain this response is unrelated to chronological age. The researchers had a hypothesis. They believed that the cells from older mice were releasing a senescence-associated secretory phenotype, SASP for short, that accelerated aging and its accompanying symptoms such as muscle weakness, loss of endurance, and tissue damage. Even though chronological aging has not yet taken place, the presence of these senescent cells, which are old cells that have ceased reproducing but have not yet been eliminated from the body, has a potential to have an effect on neighboring cells found within a younger human. Within the first 6 days of the experiment, the scientists detected many signs of aging after placing human kidney cells in plasma collected from persons between the age of 60 and 70. However, when the experiment was performed using plasma obtained from adults aged 20 to 30, these indicators were not discovered in any of the samples. The researchers draw the conclusion that both experiments provide evidence that altering and manipulating the variety of parameters, including SASP, could result in the development of new therapeutic procedures leading to humans living for a longer period of time. This is from The Mind Unleashed by Nikolai Anatasova. Now, my question, just a takeaway of this, is this. We have people getting blood transfusions. Obviously, you cannot, from what I tried giving blood, donating blood, but the nurse told me that if you're over 60, you can't donate blood. If you're over 60, they won't take it. A lot because the blood is old, you may be taking medication. I wasn't taking medication at all, but still, that's what she said. The reasoning is there are other groups that can't donate blood, such as people with HIV and infectious diseases. Also, if you have had tattoos, or if you are a sailor or in the Navy, okay, because sailors import and what they do. But anyway, what happens if people get transfused with younger blood? They would feel, of course, a lot better, as this research says. But what happens to people when they are transfused with blood from, let's say, 30, 40, 50-year-olds? They would feel even worse if they're young. So perhaps there should be a type of an ethical medical code saying that young people should not be transfused with blood of older adults. Please let me know your comments. And this is on the Mind Unleashed. I'll leave a link. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.